Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Your Realms video. We're back with a anti-arena showcase. I didn't want to do one for a single target because, to be honest, I was getting bullied out of it. I don't have the best chaotic units to do well there. I do have Adair, as you can see here, but I don't know, things are just not looking as great. And we've been busy with Gauntlet, so I didn't really bother with single target. I am, however, gonna try to fit Lugaru here and see how it goes, but not having Diao Chan at A1 is really hurting me because I can't even get everyone in range unless, uh, I actually come up with some really weird placements, which normally ends up in compromising certain bits of the team fights. Sorry, what team fights? The waves. So that's that. For anti-air, I can't use Nyx because I don't have Diao Chan at A1, which is amazing. But the good thing is that we do have Lady Alexandra. I've gotten her quite a long time ago, and we have Imra at A3 as well and at A4 Hatsuit. So I'm gonna show you guys my lineup. I guess we have enough permits to play around later. This is not a foolproof team because look at the amount of A3 and above Lady Alexandras there are. Her A3 is huge because it basically gives her extra reach back, and that her ultimate really helps a lot along with her exclusive artifact. So yeah, that's that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a defense testing, show you guys what my team looks like, and then we're gonna go on a few auto fights and see how that goes. Because there is a level of RNG involved with Lady Alexandra, and when timings go off at the wrong time, it can sort of just screw up with your timings quite badly. So first wave, we're gonna go right ahead and get Lady Alexandra out. So that's gonna take some time. It's gonna be pretty clutch as well. Right here. Okay, we have the piercing precision proccing twice there. There we go. That one. You can see right there my crit didn't go off because I'm not using a. I'm not crit cat. The Diao Chan next. And then once you see this second guy come out, you can go ahead and pop the ultimate. I haven't tested this in actual fights to see if this inspiration switch works perfectly. Ideally, what you want to do with Diao Chan is you want to switch to inspiration mode at the start of a wave because every wave is different in terms of the enemies that you fight. Sometimes it's later, sometimes it's earlier. And if let's say Diao Chan is not summoned before you switch to the offensive inspiration mode, you basically won't switch into inspiration mode at all. You'll just be in healing mode forever. So that's just something to take note of when you're using her. But yeah, enough talking. Let's move on and show you guys the rest of the fight. And over here, we're going to rely mainly on just Lady Alexandra to clear through everything. Yeah. This part has some RNG involved. I'm not sure if it'll pass, but let's see. If not, we may just have to restart this bit. Yep. That's just nice. And Lady Alexandra actually prefers if you have 2 units to hit. She does more damage when that happens. So that's why it's really nice that you have an exclusive, which allows her to apply the mark to 2 targets, and that's going to increase her damage output significantly. And then now I'm going to put Imrat facing here, and you're going to see why in a bit. So you see how Lady Alexandra, her name is such a tough thing to pronounce continuously. Let's just call her Lady Alex from now. See how her range is up to here. You want Imrat's range to match up because she does Winter's Bite, and Winter's Bite can sometimes slow down your timings by trapping enemies beyond your unit's range. So having Imrat here makes perfect sense because it just allows you to get a perfect timing. And now I'm gonna let that wave come in. This one's should be quite straightforward. I don't think there's gonna be any issues. Then we're gonna be able to go ahead and pop the ultimate. Yeah, this one, the timing is not that perfect. By right, we're supposed to inflict the Mark of Amenity on the last two birds, but that one proc one on the smaller birds there, so yeah, that's a shame. And over here, once these two birds come in range, what we're going to do is proc her ultimate so that the passive that procs automatically, that procs on the last two remaining birds instead. So there we go. Gonna queue these two, and you can see it procs on the last two as well, and that's gonna queue them out nicely. There we go. So playing around that mark is very important to understand how it works and the extra damage that comes with it. It basically gives it defense ignore. That's why it's such a powerful debuff. And then now I'm gonna wait for a bit here. And right here is fine. That's not perfect. I think it could be a lot later. Yeah, but Lady Alex will come in to save the day there. Okay, now that's done. Wait for the last one. Yeah. Sorry, second last wave. I'm gonna wait for two of these big guys to come in before we proc the ultimate. So this marks the units with the highest current HP. So having two of the octopuses in actually helps with that. There we go. And you can see it's marked on the last two as well. Not perfect. It should be marking on the last target, to be honest. But yeah, there's another mark, and that's gonna finish this guy off. Okay, there we go. And the last wave, just proc the ultimate right away. So that's the passive proc going on.
Intruders have been marked.
For he calls on me. For speak no more. Silence.
Okay. Didn't proc on the last two, but that's fine. We can proc this ultimate again. Yeah, that's a bit scuffed, but it is what it is. I think the wave 8, yeah, wasn't done too well. But yeah, that's the team. And gonna see damage-wise, Lady Alexandra all the way at the top. And with that positioning, even at A0 Diao Chan, we can still place Emerald down just in time. So I'm not sure how this functions on offense. I was running another team, and then I took a very long time to think of this, figure it out. Shout out to my guildmate Winella because I sort of took reference from some of his bits, but I'm using a different unit and I don't have A1 Diao Chan, so yeah, it's a bit of a different placement. So yeah, let's now head right into one arena battle and see how it goes there. I'm just gonna top up here 50 diamonds and see where we go with the autos. So this one is lower BP than us. No Yuri as well. So maybe an easy fight. Let's see. I'm kind of sad that I can't use my Silas and my Nyx because those were my favorite units in anti-air. Now it's like completely two different units. There we go. You can see the proc going off at the right time. And we're clearing way faster than this guy. It's actually my guildmate too. And yeah.
Is this how you treat? Slay them, darling.
Perpetrators will be crushed.
There we go. That one was a bit slower. And then you have the passive proc, and there you go. Clear almost instantly.
As you wish.
There we go. That proc nicely compared to our defense testing. And yeah, this may be it for this. Yeah. Kind of lacking damage there. So yeah. I think Nick's ultimate was not off, if I'm not wrong. Some will say this is not a very fair test because we're not going against the stronger guys. So let's see who else we have here. This is a whale, A5 Imrat. Let's maybe try these teams first, especially this one. I think this one looks manageable. Let's see where we get. Yuri, so it's going to be a lot faster than us in the first few waves at least. But nice to see my Diao Chan switching nicely. That was my main concern. Oh, spacing Lady Alex down as well. But he's got more piercing precision hits off. There we go. There we go. Does this get through? Yeah. Okay. Just zoom out here. And now just waiting for the passive proc. He has the exclusive as well. Did he use Yuri's ultimate? Yeah, she did. It may be a bit faster than us there. Because our amount of amenity, I think, propped on something else. Yeah, that's the RNG bit.
You were simply no match for me. You were simply no match for me.
Yeah, that's just, you know, a bit of RNG going on. So it is what it is. Let's see where we get with here. We are again a bit slow.
You were simply no match for me. You were simply no match.
And now I shed my skin. Speak no more.
Oh, okay, that one went faster, but got a Heartfoot ultimate also, yeah. Nice chunk of damage, but I don't think it's gonna be enough unless he licks. He does lick, but is it enough? Yeah, it's enough. Because he uses Heartfoot ultimate with it. I don't think that's optimal. I think wave 9 is the toughest. Wave 8 you can still get by it with, you know, no Heartfoot ultimate in my opinion. Okay, that was a close one. These teams are definitely tough. Or A0 Diao Chan. So I'm disadvantaged, but let's see. Oh, this guy. He's the guild leader of another guild that we are on quite good terms with. And we're always competing in the Styx Immortal Codex. But yeah. Okay, nice. Mine procced more often than him. So a slight edge there. And yeah, a slight edge here as well. You can see because Diao Chan A1, the placement can be done here instead. So it's gonna give inspiration to a lot more units compared to mine.
You were simply no match for me.
Yeah, gonna be a bit slower here, unfortunately.
You were simply no match.
Oh, he proc his Lady Alexandra's ultimate. Still then he's a bit faster than me. It's fine.
Simply no match for me.
Swiftly, silently.
Okay, nice procs. We clear slightly faster. So you see all those different timings will stack up somewhere. You can see there.
You were simply
Intruders have been marked.
Yeah, mine proc a bit later. I fixed my auto to cast that a bit earlier.
Swiftly. Intruder.
You were simply no match for me.
Okay, that's done. He's struggling a bit. But I think, yeah, Lady Alexandra got the last one.
You were simply no match for me.
There we go. Last few waves are very funky, especially with how you deal with Lady Alexandra. So I have all my ultimates ready, so that's a good thing. It means that we're definitely gonna pass wave 9, no issues there.
You were simply no match for me.
There we go. He's struggling a bit with just Win. The main difference here is that he's not using Hatsuit. Did I see it wrongly? I don't think he was. So he was using Win instead, and the exclusive does give some damage, physical damage. Oh, amplification, but it's not enough in my opinion. Yeah, he didn't use Hatsuit. This guy's gonna be tough, very high BP as well. So we're gonna go with this, finish off on this, and then we'll just call it a day for this video. Yeah, this guy is A5, Lady Alexandra, and also A3 Saga. Saga is really good here.
Uncompromising, unrelenting, unbreakable.
He's did a bit more piercing precision than mine.
Them, darling.
And then yeah, I lost slightly. A5 Alex has to do a lot better for sure.
How you treat. Slay them, darling.
As you wish.
Can we even clear that? Oh no, we don't even clear that. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it run down. But yeah, basically the piercing precision didn't proc well enough on that last unit. Yeah. We can run an auto again, but to be honest, I think we'll still lose to this guy. Because he has A3 Saga. Yeah. Saga absolutely stretched through the early rounds, late rounds as well. Especially when you have the Diao Chan giving that penetration. You can see here, my piercing precision did more, and instead, he's the one licking. So he's gonna be saved by Mark of Precision eventually, but that's gonna screw up with the timings. For both of us actually. Both our timings will be screwed up. Yeah. There we go. Good thing is this means that we'll get Emerald up, so this wave is safe for that instance. And now here's Saga in. That's gonna be a headache for us.
You were simply no match for me.
Okay, nice. That one proc really nicely for us. We're gonna get some more damage in. There we go. There we go. Very nice. So he's procs on the last two as well, but I think it's too late. Yeah. All had to do with that first round.
Starting to impress me.
I've seen my Lady Alexandra fail on the first few rounds before as well, so I'm not surprised if mine does the same thing eventually. Okay, last one. Ah, okay. This is from one of our rival guilds, and no surprise, 600 BP. I don't think we are gonna pass through the first bit actually. I don't think we have enough BP to get through this.
Slay them, darling.
Yeah, we don't have enough BP, man.
Is this how you
So now we'll be the one, yeah, having to rely on that piercing precision.
them, darling?
Shadows can't hide you.
Okay, somehow making it there. And that delay is also gonna give us Emerald a lot earlier. Let's see how helpful that is.
You were simply no match for me.
There we go. 600k BP, damn it. That's really insane.
You were simply no match for me. As you wish.
Okay, last one. Still going H. This placement is a bit more forward than what we are using for his Emerald. Okay. Silas ultimate. Oh, okay, just went off.
You were simply no match for me.
Okay. I think the delay in our previous attack didn't give him enough Silas ultimate time, and yeah. For him. So obviously people are still fixing up their teams. trying to get things there. But yeah, this is the team that we've worked out, and so far so good, except for that one wave where, you know, piercing precision didn't proc enough. But yeah, I think A1 Diao Chan would have been nice, but I am happy with how things turn out. I am sad that we no longer use Nyx because that's actually one of the units that, you know, we're really enjoying. This guy is level 99 with a A5 Alex. Let me check out this guy. Never seen this guy before, but yeah, A5 Alex. Wow. Really put all his soulstones in. That has an extra copy of Cope to Flex. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you think about the new arena. Honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it, other than the fact that I don't have A1 Diao Chan, which is really making me struggle in every single arena that I'm aware of. So yeah, that is what it is. But my units were not meant for arena anyways.
Service, my lord.
If you look at my reset books, 3 soulstones in Imrat and 3 in Anora. So I really didn't have, you know, arena in mind when I made these decisions. It was really all for GVG, but yeah. Let's see if we can get a couple of copies of Anora in the coming banner. If we can, maybe we can reset and then put some of those in Lady Alexandra instead. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.